What's up? My main target is Ramza. But it would be pretty funny if I got Titus. Since it would make that sync that I got during ROP for him completely invalid. Nope, I did not. I've only done Final Fantasy 3 and 13. Worst thing on the banner that's not a dupe. Brahms is not an ATB sync. I don't know. Oh, besides limit flashes? Okay, yeah, you said that too. Probably VV Awakening, but even that's not really that bad. It'd be for the future. Because VV gets pretty good eventually. The banner's just full of a bunch of unexciting things. Like, I want Alphino's stuff, but... I don't know how useful it'll be. At least his sync gives him damage cap break. So I think even if I'm running DPS Alphino, his sync is still useful. Right. I think I went over this when I went over the banner. Because his sync commands are locked, or can be linked up to summon anyway, so... I very much dislike Bartz's Water Awakening, but I can't deny that it would be good for me, for the Dreambreaker. It has instant cast 1 on it. It would go well with his Awakening 1. It would help a lot. Yeah, it's sometimes sub 20 now. He's pretty dual cast based, but so it changes. But it seems consistent. Well, it really wouldn't be that early. The estimated date is October 24th. Final Fantasy XIV's already been translated, hasn't it? Yeah, they're idiots. There's nothing anywhere that indicates that it would be estimated for November. Yeah. Final Fantasy XIV is in a week. Which would mean that Final Fantasy XIV would be on the Realm Renewal. Since they would occur before the banner's launch. If the Realm Renewal is the same one as we got last time. This is a low damage attempt, I think. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. That's pretty typical. Sometimes she gets to do this before the Rage 3 from 60% hits. Well, that's JP. Our Realm Renewals have been different. They've included everything up until the date that the Realm Renewal was released. Now, they may not follow that. Maybe they'll go back. But it's pretty reasonable to assume that it'll follow the same pattern as the last one. Am I feeling a little better? No. Not at all. Oh, it's 6 p.m. event time. Banner's up for those of you who are pulling on it. It's a pretty decent banner. What's the bet? What is the bet going to be? I'll put it up for 5 minutes. Will I get, with one pull, will I get a Ramza or Alphinaud relic? Since those are my buddies. Six minutes on the bet. And then I'll be pulling at, I'll put 8 minutes on the bet and I'll pull at 10 after. It is started. I like how both Rem and Minwu have no trouble dealing damage even though it's the RW chain. Mog has a lot to do with it. It's not really that much, it's just like having the 50% magic buff, or mind buff from... Oh no, there's only a 30% mind buff on Holy Chains. So Mog does have something to do with it. Yep, you're good. Yeah, Maria Woke would be awesome. If I had Maria Woke, Emperor Woke, and Minwu, I'd feel pretty good about the realm. Hello. Yeah, that's also a good one. I would very much like to come away with Edward's Awakening here. Why wouldn't I? Jesus Christ, Ricky. Tara and Ramza sync. Ramza's woke isn't on the banner. Tara woke and Ramza sync? Okay, both sync. Is Ramza good? It's alright. He would be very good on my Final Fantasy Tactics team, which is not sub 30 Dreambreaker yet. You have a stacked alpha now. Yeah, I'm gonna do the ticket first. I'll wait a couple more minutes. I'll probably pull more than once. There's a lot of good stuff on the banner. Even if I just got like Terra's Glint Plus, it's good. To use with her Fire Awakening, I think. So, Shallow End, definitely. I'm waffling between 1 and 2 pulls. And 1 pull is guaranteed since it was donated. Well, I think if I got a sync on first pull, like I did yesterday, I probably wouldn't pull again. Yeah, Terra's hero ability is Wind and Fire. Really, her hero ability is... It enables a lot with her soul breaks. How would her Firewoke work with her Wind? Well, you'd get... Cap Break. That's all that I can think of. It would de-link the hero ability, which is good. So you would probably spam the hero ability. Well, the trance is also on the sync, so you can ignore the trance. Yeah, so actually 4 syncs on this banner. I mean, there's a lot of syncs in this festival. This is why I was so big on this festival, because the banner quality is so much higher than the events that we've been having for the past 3 months. The past 3 months of events have been pretty poor. Yes, yeah, I wouldn't mind this Overstrike. Already having Bart's Awakening means it's good for me. in a realm where I'm pretty close to a sub 30. Alright, let's do the free pull. Remember, this is, for those of you who are just joining the stream, this is not going to be a long stream. I'm not feeling well. And I gotta go out for dinner tonight for a friend's birthday. And I want to maybe lay down for a bit before that happens, so... Thanks, John. No. Well, of course will. This, I have issues with my right eye, and sometimes it gets inflamed and gives me some pretty nasty headaches. It's most of the time when I say that I'm not feeling well, that's the issue. And that's not something I can do anything about. I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but half my face is made of titanium because I got punched. I got hit with a baseball bat in the face when I was a kid. No, this is not the bad gene thing. All makes sense now, doesn't it? So yeah, they collapsed my cheekbone, and it's a really impressive job that they did putting my face back together. But that was 20 years ago, and you know, can't stay pristine forever. It does get I do have issues with it from time to time. I don't think about good side, bad side. Probably should. Have I always had the camera on a right offset? Maybe I'm subconsciously giving myself... This is actually the side with all the medals on. Which is kind of funny that that's the side that I default to when I'm making my stream setup. I have partial nerve damage in this side, but it's man, the 1 of 11s continue. But it doesn't look like it interferes with my speech or anything, which is good. But I'm sure it's going to cause more issues with my eye as I grow older. That's Bosch dupe, I think. So bad like yesterday, yeah. It's okay. Congratulations, Ryuk. No, titanium doesn't trip off metal detectors. I've never had an MRI. No. I don't... It has never, in the 20 years, the nerve damage hasn't gotten worse. It does cause a little... Like, I have a little bit of a lazy eye going, which is... Probably helps that I have an offset camera, because it's a lot easier to tell when looking at me straight on. It is pretty terrible. I'm probably going to make it anyway. Because that high quick cast would actually be pretty worth something on my team. Oh, what's the bet? It's not just being a sucker for tactics. Think about it. If I've got 3 physical DPS on the team, Orlandeau can handle his own Thunder God mode. Then I get the Thunder God mode RM. Then I have X. You know, I've got one person that has no way of getting quick cast. In a marshless team without a healer that can improve or quick cast in any form to the party, it would actually be useful for me. It's just, I think for a lot of people. Yeah, Auron would be. That's why I would not dare make the hero ability until the Auron pulls happen. I would change some things. Alright, so, wow, it's 15 after. Must have gone talking about that shit longer than I thought. Bet, we got 12 people that say no. 9 people that say yes. It's not that bad of a split. Alright, so, Anger G from Discord wanted me to go after Titus Sync, so this is going to be a gem pull. And I'm sure Terra has something to do with it too. If you remember back when Terra's Awakenings launched, Ricky and Anger donated pulls. One was to go after Terra's Awakening. Fire Awakening, that came out. And I got it on that pull, which was awesome. And then there was that Wind Chocobo banner that had Terra's Wind Awakening, and that was where the second pull went. And that one wasn't as successful. I think it got me Fusion's Arcane. So, here we go again. One of 11 again? Wow. How many is that in a row? 6. 6 in a row. I had 4 2 days ago. And now 2 today. But is that Ramza? It is! Hey! I saw that it was a katana. This does not look familiar at all, but it's a katana, and who the hell else in the top of the banner uses those? So, hey, nice. 1 of 11s are apparently the best thing you can possibly pull. So I'm not even that big a fan of this sync, but it is for my favorite character in all of Final Fantasy. And it also does help versus the Final Fantasy Dreambreaker. So, yay! It was probably like the thing I wanted most off the banner, even though it's probably not the overall best thing for me off the banner. Okay, so yeses win. I don't know. I'll try figuring that out right now. Who are the yeses? We got Zenkichi, Hellmaster, Ricky, Jibbo, Live to Play, Player, and Arisanth and Ray Montiel. The banner is really good. Most of the banners in this festival are really good. I actually remember you doing that, Coin Sound. I should have said something. Always make sure that the bet is active. Alright, let's take a look at this banner. Am I pulling again? Obviously, wins. No longer a win. 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 I really like Terra's Awakenings together, so that's a win. Vivi is... Not with just that. He's not. I wasn't planning on pulling on the Phantasm banner anyway. General Solidor. Sure. Yeah. That's the idea, Will. Yeah, still dual cast fire. If you're only using your Sync 2, then probably not. But if you're using her either or her First Awakening and her Sync together, that means you can de-link her hero ability and cast that twice and have a chance to dual cast it. Yeah, General Solidor, if you really want to. I can give you, like a PayPal address. Or, you know, whatever you want to do. Alphinaud's healer stuff will probably be useful. if I end up using Y'shtola in more of a damage dealer capacity. It may just be useful anyway. That's a really interesting and powerful soul break to have on a damage dealer. That's why when someone asked me before I did all the pulls what the worst pull on the banner would be, I think it's Vivi's Awakening. Oh, besides the limit flashes. Sure, obviously. Limit flashes, so... Yeah, so even Vivi's Awakening isn't that bad as long as I get stuff for him in the future. My 6 team isn't bad. It's Mog Awakening, Kefka Awakening, and Terra Awakening. I don't know if it's enough output for sub 30, and that's kind of why I liked Terra's stuff on this banner. I wanted to get either her Sync or her Wind Awakening to improve her output up to 2 cap breaks instead of 1. Because otherwise, Mog is going to supercharge the amount of damage that they do. So I wanna break their caps higher. It's correct. You can only pull one or equip 1 Sync. Yeah, but I already have a ton of Final Fantasy VI. And I don't think that's a little bit. I think that's after next festival will. But it is... I think that banner is released with the Dreambreaker, so it doesn't matter. The 3 months in between now and then doesn't mean anything. Right. I can't imagine that I would actually use Tidus's first sync if I got his second. It's just, it's such a first world problem situation. Like, oh shit, I got both of his syncs. Woe is me, I can only use one of them. I really do wish there were a reason to use both of them, like different situations. But no. The second one's an ATB sync, so. What are you gonna do? Nope. Wrong. Potential combo with Sync 2 and Awakening shenanigans. The Awakening 1 doesn't really have anything going for it. It is a Sharpshooter Awakening, though. So you can equip 3-star Spellblade on him. You know how if you've watched me use Onion Knight at all, I use the 3-star Ninja Water Magic on him when I combine his Sync and his Awakening. It's the Ready effect, just to a lesser extent. And it works good, because it's the 3-star Spellblade. Is a single hit with a high multiplier. No, I don't believe Tidus has a second woke. Yeah. And if you've looked at how Dreambreaker is and the damage reductions, having high multiplier attacks is a valuable thing to have, because breaking those rage stacks increases damage output for everybody. It's too bad that it triggers at the end of everything. So ideally what you would do with the combination is use his command 1 and have the potential to dual cast it, so it would be 2 to 3 attacks on command 1. And then after everything was done, the Spellblade would trigger. That's kind of unfortunate. It's not like the awesome thing that Rem does, where no matter what, if Rem's LMR chase is going to trigger, it triggers immediately after the first attack. So everything that happens after that LMR chase, which is a single strike that breaks cap, everything that happens after that LMR chase is going to have its damage increased, because that will break a rage stack, if they exist. Yeah, Rem's chase is really nice. I have a lot of soul breaks missing on Tidus. I realize how compact my Tidus was. It's very high will. Shadow's 2-hit chases are really nice. And what's nice about Shadows is it happens off of your attack stack. So, like, Rem's is good because it triggers immediately after your first attack. And if she dual casts, that means she gets 2 more attacks after that chase. Shadows, it just triggers whenever he gets hit. So you could break a rage and then take his entire stack, which would be 2 to 3 attacks. And then after all is said and done, he's got chases after that too. Yeah. Pretty much. It's good. It has a much higher multiplier than his sync commands, and his sync command will not benefit from the rank boost bonus if you're combining his either sync and his awakening together. So he turns into a very similar version of Rem if you use his Sync 2 and his Awakening together. With the option of using Command 1 with the Spellblade. But there are going to be cases, like I said, since the Spellblade triggers at the end, you may want the higher multiplier stuff to be the first on the stack. And that would mean using his hero ability instead of the sync commands. Yeah. When I say the sync commands don't get rank boosts, yes. They are considered to be rank 1. So they do get 5%. But rank boost for a rank 5 ability is 30%. So it's a 25% increased damage on top of the fact that the hero ability is a much, much higher multiplier than the sync command. Yeah. Yeah, I've put a lot of effort into this dude. I still don't have Throw Stone. Alright, so General Solidor wants to see another pull. So another pull that you will get. This is not the banner I would expect that to happen on, but hey, still a hell of a lot of wins on this one. 3 syncs incoming. Yeah, the donated pulls tend to be pretty good, huh? Is there a secret there? There was a bad donated pull? Well, yeah, there has been some. To say that they've been better than better just because they're donated is rose-colored glasses. Like I was talking about it earlier, the anger donated pull on the first banner that Terra's second sync came out on. Ended up getting me there is an email. Ended up getting me, what's it? The friggin' Fujina Arcane. Which may never ever be useful. Even though I did get her Awakening recently. I think she's just she's a little hard to use. We'll see. I wanna like Fusion. I think with everything Fusion's pretty good, but I really would like, when I use my tickets on Friday on the Wind banner, if I get her Glint Plus, I'll be pretty happy about that. Alright, so we're back. Hopefully this isn't like the second pull I had yesterday. What was the second pull I had yesterday? Oh, Dr. Mog's Awakening. Yeah. Oh, yeah, not yesterday. 2 days ago. For the last banner. Okay. General Solidor, thank you. It would be very similar. Oh my god, finally, the streak is broken. I've actually got some shots. Not a 1 of 11. About time. It's just going to be 3 Vivi. No, that's not Vivi's. I know his is more symmetrical. I think that's Terra's Awakening. If so, that's a pretty big win. And Edward's Awakening. Oh, it's Terra's Glint. Oh, Terra's Glint and Awakening. Shit. Yeah, that's a great pull. Yeah. That's a 3 of 11 right there. All 3 of these are huge value. Yeah. Take it and run. Thank you very much. I have a Wind Mage now. A real Wind Mage. Well, I have 3 Wind Mages. I have Fusion's Awakening, Ultimecia's Awakening, and now Terra's. Terra's obviously the best because I have her other Awakening that actually does stack well with her Wind. But Ultimecia and Fusion are very replaceable. So one of them is going to be taking a seat for Alphino. You know it. Well, most likely Ultimecia, because I am spending Magicite support tickets on the Wind Banner. So I have a very real chance to improve Fusion. Where Ultimecia is as a character I can't really improve. I'm never going to pull out a Final Fantasy VIII banner for the rest of my life. Print that. I already have Fusion's Arcane. Terra's Glint Plus is actually really good. Not only is it Empowered Fusion or wind stacking, it also gives her a 6-hit chase on wind attacks. It's a really good Glint Plus. This was just such a fantastic pull. When am I making Riot Blade? In Celebration? I'll make it right now. Because it's basically just a souped up Meltdown, which is exactly what you want to be using on her. With the kit that I have for her. Oh, she has to be HP dived? That's okay, because like everything gives her trance. It's not like Sephiroth. Oh, I have to get the sapphires. I think so. Her Wind Awakening may actually just be better than her Wind Sync. Well, for me, the triple N winds is really nice. But the instant cast that her Wind Awakening gives is pretty nice. I'd probably rather the triple stack, yeah. It's toughy. I'm glad I don't have to worry about these as much anymore. When they first came out, I was panicking. Yeah, unfortunately, Sephiroth's trance can only be obtained through him taking damage, where Terra is not the case. The pulls have been really good. I'm in a way, I'm happy-ish that I dodged Tidus's sync. Clearly, it's an upgrade over the sync I already have, but think of it as a value gained. Getting Terra's stuff there made her so much better of a character than she was, while getting Tidus's sync would not be would be good, but not as thorough of an upgrade. And yes, Edward Wake is just, yeah, even got a glint. What more can I ask for? So thank you again. That was really just such an awesome pull. Honing. It's valid. It's valid. I would feel bad because I just got it on a ROP pull, and ROP is supposed to be like low risk, low reward, but you can get rewarded highly. And when you do, it's crazy. So getting Tidus's Sync 1 on the ROP was crazy. And then to all of a sudden invalidate that? Ugh. Is Tidus hero ability worth if you get a Sync? Yes. I don't think there's any configuration of Tidus, as long as that includes Awakenings and Syncs. Or Syncs. And or Syncs. Where his hero ability isn't a good make. Even if you just have his Awakening. Because that dual casting an ability. That's exactly what you want to be doing. Dual casting an ability, giving it rank boost. With just Awakening. His hero ability is a good thing to have. Maybe. I have worries about the high hits of his Sync 1. What is the multiplier on his Sync 1 command? The multiplier on his Sync 1 command is 0.9 each. It's actually higher than I thought it was. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Maybe if you're using Sync 1 and Awakening. Suddenly really a lot happier that I got that combo. I feel like 0.9 is a pretty good multiplier. For something that hits 8 times. A total 7.2 physical multiplier. Total multiplier for the ability. 6.6. Yeah, 1.1 times 6. Which does go up by quite a bit when you add in the rank boost. So it is stronger, but it's not like it doesn't feel like it's Rem tier. What's Rem's commands? Because I know her first command doesn't seem that impressive. Why would I look up a mage versus a physical character? Who's somebody else? Squall is 0.92. I guess 0.9 is probably the base. And, you know, that's okay. Because Tidus has 8 hits versus 6 hits that everybody else gets. So it's really just 2 free attacks. Well, Lightning's is 10 hits. It would be interesting. I don't think I've ever looked at the multiplier on it. 10 hits, 0.8. That's why it felt so weak. For the Dreambreaker. Combining Lightning's USB 2 and her sync is very powerful. If you haven't tried that or done that before, her USB 2 has a 30% celerity boost on it, which takes the place of the rank boost. And because the USB 1's only a high quick cycle, I don't really care for high quick cycle in her sync because there's always the 6-star celerity ability that instant casts. So her 2 sync commands have a cast speed of, the first one, the 10 hitter, is a 1.2. But something that kind of flies under the radar is her second command is ninja cast speed. It's a 0.83. So if you're using running start attached to command 2, you're removing the 1.2 from her first command. So all you're left with is the 0.83 from casting her second command. Once you're moving that fast, you're really not gaining a whole lot of value from quick cast. Using your USB 1 allows you to get rid of running start, basically. But I would rather 30% damage boost over the marginal gain from high quick cycle. Yeah, these have just been appetizers. Banners 1 through 3. I don't know what that is. Is that her USB 3, the holy one? If so, I really like it. I used her USB 1 in conjunction with her Holy Awakening. Really liked that. Yeah, her Holy USB is very good. Her USB 2 is only good for adding that celerity boost to another Soul Break. Her USB 3 is usable by itself. And then just gets even better when you combine it with a higher tier relic. That's Rem. Idea. We're talking about lightning. Yeah, that's high on my list. Lightning's USB 3 for Wave 4. Like I said, I used her USB 1 to give me high quick cycle for her hero ability when using with her Holy Awakening. So that's all it does. Well, 30% attack, but that's all it does. Her Holy Awakening with her whole USB is a very impressive combo. Alright, let me see if I'm not getting blown up yet. Maybe I see if a shower will make my head feel better. Animation test, I can do that. Oh no, I have to wait. He went to go see Akira in IMAX, which, God, I'm jealous. Beforehand, so I'm waiting for the call before I head out. Yeah, I'm super jealous. I'm super jealous. They're playing Akira in 4K IMAX here. It's like, yes, please. Ramza. I want to see Ramza. We'll see. We'll see how Banner 4 goes with making Ramza's hero ability. If I do get Oron stuff, and I make Ramza's hero ability, you will know that I made Ramza's hero ability purely because it's Ramza. Out of love. Did I save my Torment team? I could just slot him in. I have a few saved. I dumped a bunch of them because I hadn't touched them in a while. Oh, I guess I didn't. No, they're all here. No. I overwrote my Tactics Torment team. This is obviously a Dreambreaker team. That was an accident. I have a whole other set of teams for Dreambreaker. It wouldn't be down. I have them pretty well organized. Have a good night, TR Dub. Yes. Yeah, I hope Snow's Awakening eventually becomes useful. It very well could. It did. It did. Thank you. If I had stuff for them, I would use them, just for the meme. I wonder if I could sub 30 Torment with that team. It's very similar to what Rem does, so I can imagine it's crazy ass bonkers. Does Elf get any other source of guts rather than sync? Well, his USB that's on the current banner, I believe, right? No, that gives 3,000 HP stock, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like the only last stand he gets is on his sync. I think I used Milliadool against Ixion, if I remember correctly. Just pull well, Hosh, on the Final Fantasy XIV Realm pulls after the renewal. Because if you get good Ashtola stuff, you'll be happy to have that USB. Yeah, it's a very good USB for a healer. Banner 4 is next, yep. We're definitely done with this one. 2 pulls, 4 wins. Four really big wins. Yeah. Banner 4 is going to be crazy because it's not just Banner 4, it's six tickets, too. Going to be a crazy day. Just start pulling off banner syncs. Yeah, I've had some pretty good luck in the past 2 festivals. The last festival was the best ever, and 'This festival is doing work. Yeah, I've basically built my polls around Banner 4. The only thing that I couldn't account for is the fact that I already have, like, a sub-5 Final Fantasy 15 Dreambreaker. So, Gladiolus only would turn into my best Earth DPS. That's it. Right, so it's gone even further. It's Noctis. Noctis is like... Oh, yeah. So, I hear that you're pulling for Gladio in the festival. Well... Here's what I have to say about that. It's true. It's true. Gladiolus is I'm gonna be relying on him for my cap break. Yeah, just like all sync commands have generally bad multipliers. And Noctis is a sync character that relies on his commands, so you can't really avoid using them. His hero ability is bad. It's bad in the fact that it's not a damage dealing hero ability. It's a utility. Which is clearly something I don't care about that much. Yeah, his second hero ability is good. I wonder if I would just use his Sync and his Awakening together and just use his second hero ability. For the added multiplier. And his fire sync stuff. Could be for fire specific stuff. But I mean using Noctis's second hero ability against Dreambreaker. I think he could pull it off. %, crit rate from his Awakening. I'd be using his Glint Plus for the 50% crit damage. Did I say Glint Plus? Just plain old Glint. And by plain old Glint, I mean his Glint is awesome. Just like Orlando's. I wish I had Orlando's. Yeah, even if I just use Noctis' sync commands, I don't think he would have as much problem. It's just I got traumatic stress from using Lightning. Noctis does more damage than Lightning does. Or has heavier hits. Not only does his sync commands have a higher multiplier, but he also has the plus 25% physical damage LMR, where Lightning was using a dual cast LMR. And that's a big difference. His second hero ability is Fire and Earth? Noctis Glint 1 has been useful since it came out. I blame Noctis's Glint 1 for a lot of my Odin kills. Oh right, it's combat, so we can dual cast it. Oh no, right, you're right. I totally forgot the existence of his Glint 1. You're right. It's his Glint 2 that was good since it was released. His Glint 1 was a little, But right, yeah, combat rank boost. Actually useful for something. Well, rank boosts don't stack, even different rank boosts. So if you are using his Awakening, the rank boost on his Awakening would be all that you need. The Glint 1 wouldn't do anything. Yeah, Bartz could be a really effective character against 5-star Magicite with just his Glint 1. No, not yet. So he'll be attacking slowly. Terra Windwoke doesn't need to be dual cast, because I'd be pairing it with her Woke 1, which is dual cast. It's better that her second Woke isn't dual cast and has other stuff on it instead. Unlike Bartz, who I think every awakening that he has gotten has been a Spellblade dual cast awakening, except for the Wind Awakening. That's right. The Wind Awakening is actually good. But Bartz's Awakening 3 and 4 are both Spellblade awakenings, just like his Awakening 1. Now, luckily, his Awakening 3 also has a 50 to 100% chance to dual cast again. So that's nice. But that's the reason why his Water Awakening is really, really unimpressive. Because it doesn't do anything all that special, other than give him End Water and extra cap break. Oh god, I did it again. I keep thinking that Ramza's Glint Plus gives him instant cast 1. So I set it to go off before his sync. What was the point? There was no point. If it was dual cast wind, yeah. That's true. You're right. It's not the same situation as Bart's. But it's still a plenty fine combo. Terra's for 2 Awakenings together. In playing around with the 2 Awakenings together thing with Squall, which is a lot of fun. The thing I've noticed is that it's kind of a pain in the ass to get stacking going. Oh, why did Ramza have to be the Alexander? And that's why getting Terra's Glint Plus 2 was really nice. Please don't even kill the boss before Ramza even gets a chance to attack. No, they won't. Even if Orlandeau has the best turn that he can have. Here we go. Actually kind of like that. If I hadn't used Ramza's Glint Plus, he would have gotten 2 attacks and probably wouldn't have cast Alexander. So the boss would be dead before I had to deal with this animation. Hey, Andrew. Two very good pulls. Ramza Sync, Edward Woke. Terra Woke 2, Terra Glint Plus 2. Think of it from this perspective. My Final Fantasy 16 at the moment is Mog Awakening, Kefka Awakening, or before these pulls was Mog, Kefka, and Terra Awakening. 3 really good awakenings, but I don't know if those... Because the Mog is acting as a support, I don't know if they have the damage throughput to get through a Dreambreaker. Just running single awakenings on each of them. But add in Terra's instant cast, wind, and 30k hits. I'm pretty sure that's going to be enough. Now, Rem is for Realms with Holy Chains. It matters. Because that's all I'm going to have. Mog is only for 15 seconds, so she just has trance. There is no Allegro Con Moto in the realm. And I don't... Well... Realm is probably... Well, I can probably get away with not using Realm's USB 1 now. I can stick to defensive, her Awakening, and her USB 2. Yeah. Realm, Tyro, Mog, Terra, Kefka. I haven't. Well, maybe, but I think I have the sub 30 right now. So if I were to pull on the Final Fantasy VI banner, it would be for post-Dream Breaker content. Which is fine. White Odin and Bahamut look like considerable challenges. Beefing up Mog is not something I will frown at. Oh. That's why that run was so slow. I remember now. I put a haste RM on Ovelia. So she uses the Magicite. What do you think of more support DPS things like Ignis, Ramza, and Riku? Well, what does Riku's do? Ignis I remember not really caring for, but I think it's pretty similar to Ramza's. And like I said, I'm not that big into Ramza's sync, other than the fact that it's Ramza. And it does help out a realm that needed help a lot. But what does Riku's do? Let's look it up. Items +2 to the user. 6 single attacks, grants items +1, just like Ramza. Grants buff water 10% for 15 seconds. I really dislike Riku's. It only grants 50% critical. The 100% critical takes... It would trigger at the end of her sync. Because you'd have to get plus... You'd have to cast it twice at 2 items. That would take forever. I don't... Yeah, I really care for Riku's. I really like Riku's Awakening. But yeah, this team is just worse than both Ignis and Ramza. Damage reduction. I wouldn't mind having a damage reduction 40% awakening on every team. No, that's not right, Phoenix. The second use of C2 at 2 items. So what you would need to do is go get up to 2 items, then use Command 2, then get back up to 2 items, and then use Command 2 again. Then you have 100% crit. Where Ramza, for instance, only needs 2 metal and gets 100% crit to party. Do you start at 2 items? Okay, that helps. It still means that you would be 100% critting the team on your 4th turn. Not as bad as I thought it was, but still, I don't really care for any of these things. Better than no crit. Like, if you're forced to use the sync, might as well. Yeah, the Tyro exists. And if you are using a Riku Titus team, you're going to be using Tyro, most likely. And yeah, that's the thing, is Tyro's USB 4 isn't just good for the crit rate. You could use Riku's sync and say, okay, I don't really need crit rate as much from Tyro anymore. But that's not the only thing his USB 4 does. It high quick casts out his OSBs. Or his Awakening, which doesn't high quick cast out OSBs, but it does give a 30% attack buff to the party. Quite the sacked Edward. Yes! I don't have his quick cast 3 LMR though. Not too relevant if I'm using him with Awakening first. But really good if I'm not using Awakening first. It's not lensable. With Wave 4, I think it is. And I will be picking that up. I was going to pick that up before, because he's a good Holy Chain. Now all the more reason. Riku's sync rotation is probably C1, 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 C1. Or if you don't have any other crit rate on the team, C2, C1, 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 C1. I don't feel like the second activation of Command 2 is worth anything. Worth enough to make it worth using. Unless, like, you're starting the fight with her sync. Yeah. That's a much better way to go about it. Riku's sync is there for the cap break. And then you just spam Imperils with her awakening. Yeah, this upcoming wave is gonna make a lot of stuff available that wasn't even on the radar. Up till now, it's pretty much been the occasional glint, but mostly USBs. But glint pluses and like more than doubling the corral of LMRs. Dual cast it. Finish the fight. Damn it, Ramza! You suck. I'm taking you off the team. Who cast Alexander for the second time in that one? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so that's Ramza. Who's next? We've got Edward and Terra. I want to use Terra. Let's go to the Final Fantasy VI tournament. Let's get rid of some stamina first. Oh. I'll remember to save this time, just in case. I haven't updated it yet. Why? When did I switch it to descending? Oops. Edward, Terra, and Ramza are all nice and Magian. Thank goodness. Banner 3 did not increase the load in which I have to get Magi on people. I need 2 balls. Yeah, it totally will. Because Edward's on the team anyway, since I'm running Rem. He's going to Holy Chain. So he's not only going to Holy Chain, but he's also going to Awakening. Can cross Final Fantasy IV off the list. I have been rolling pretty well. But it's also really high chance to do well in this fest. For me, because all the banners have had good stuff at the bottom that I would like. Like getting those 3. No, they weren't 7-star. Shitty pull. No. No. Getting the 2 Terror things in the Edward Awakening were extremely valuable. You think so? I feel like it would be fun to use Rem in a Dreambreaker. Let's think about what I have for Final Fantasy IV. We got Palom, Cecil, Dark Cecil. I feel like I'm missing one. Maybe it's just Edward. That's right, Radius Sync. So, what would the team be? Oh, there's one. There's one that's going to take a while. I think I have 7 Magia on Rydia, and she's already pretty squishy. So I'm going to want HP Magia on her. What would the team be? I don't know if Rydia could cut through Dreambreaker. Full break. With just Sync. It's her Awakening with the rank boost and the dual casting. High multiplier summons that gets her there, I think. Sync commands aren't going to do it. Because if I could ignore Dreambreaker full break, because Cecil can. Maybe if I get Sayador stuff on the Holy Banner after I pull everything that I want to pull in a single ticket on the Wind Banner. I don't know. 5 6, yeah, that's true. Ooh, I have some super shiny water or armor, holy armor. Oh my god, I'm flailing right now. And the multiplier looks rather large, so it seems like it would, but it's such a weird multiplier that I don't even know how to rate it until I used it myself or saw it. It wasn't one and done. There was a second pull, and the second pull was also quite good, just in a completely different way. such an insane multiplier. Congratulations. He's a good boy. No, it's just a tiny dancer. Which is weird since he has so many musical USBs. Or am I thinking he just has one? The USB that I do not have that I should get. You know, he does get Bard access. Something like that. Wow, I haven't used Realm in a while, huh? Definitely got some new stuff. Good night, Zenkichi. Oh, I've gotta make some realm artifacts. Wind or fire? Running out of artifacts? Well, I've got to incorporate with armor. The weapon can be both elements, but the armor can't. I suppose it should be winds. Because of, she's gonna have a chase. No, I'm fine on rainbows. I did the great cleansing of my vault. So I'm back up to like 600. I'm gonna forget and then remember every time I take off that shared Protectica that I got her awakening. It's gonna happen a lot because I'm never gonna use it. Yeah, second pull tonight was Terra Woke, Terra Glint Plus, and Edward Awakening. Rod in 6 is pretty safe, right? All the mages here can use rods. I wouldn't want to make a sword. No, it's not like I'm not going to use Terra, but still, a first make would be better off this. I'll most likely end up making this. Does Kefka get an instrument here? Shit. So Terra's probably gonna have her sword, and then the rod will just go on Kefka. How many did I have left? For real. Okay, how's this gonna go? Who chains? Shit! Who chains? Shulk does. I've got Mako Might on Terra anyway, so oh no, Shulk can't chain, shit! I guess. Yeah, I guess I have to Shulk chain. I don't have any other choice. I'm probably going to want to take one action clearing the mobs anyway. With Terra, so that can be what she... making up the soul break points lost. Log QC3 would alleviate the issue. Is that available in Wave 4? I wanted to use a Wrath on first turn, so I would have time to input everybody's actions. But I do want the chain to be active before Terra's First Awakening goes off. I guess, you know, it probably doesn't matter. It's so valuable being able to use that Wrath animation to input actions. So what if I lose 15 hits on the chain? Big deal. Damn, I couldn't even input Terra in time. I don't think that could have gone any faster. Well, it's good that it didn't. Right, I want the increased cast rate from Mog. Yeah, it's good. Oops, I should have targeted that. Oop. Saved by a 33% chance. Yeah, reduce that timer. Didn't matter anyway. That's why it didn't matter. Oops. It's like, where'd all these soul break points come from? Oh. Right. Hold on. The Akira ended. I've made Minwu? And Terra? This festival? Is that it? I was having trouble remembering what was on Banner 1. So I'm not going to use a Glint Plus because I think the boss is going to die too fast. Oh. Fuck. It's because Shulk is in the top slot. Son of a bitch. I think I have to go, though. Yeah, I would reset if I had time. So instead, I'm just gonna wait to get hit. There's a lot of shit going on in that hero ability. All of a sudden, the boss started dying. And animation is really good. Yeah, she just... just evaporated the boss. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. And I waited an entire turn and a half to use her second awakening, too. Alright, I gotta go take a shower and then I'm off for the night. For dinner. For everyone who's dedicated to Record Keeper, I will see you on Thursday or Friday for the main event. Tomorrow, I'll probably do another Genshin Impact stream. For those of you who are interested in that. Festival time. It's a great time to be alive. Because I get to stream every day for a good reason. Have a good night.